this is less about telling my story and more about telling the stories that I see. You know, I feel like, I mean, it's also part of, you know, some of them are telling my story, but it's less of that. I think that that's one of the most incredible things about the creative process, is that it just allows you to evolve as a person so much, and to just sort of peel away your layers and move on to the next thing more quickly than you would otherwise.
Will I have to count? I don't know yet. There are more like moments, fragments of feelings or experiences. I haven't been able to put it together cohesively yet, but I always think about some of the writers that I like Arthur College. I really loved William Somerset Maugham, because he was able to really look at people for their inconsistencies, their contradictions, and that's what makes people so human and so alive.
To make people understand that it's the same thing when they look at a picture and there's only a black stripe on the picture, that's the same sort of concept I'm having. And then the time of the picture is an emeralda in the woods, and people have a hard time accepting that. I'm not talking about my work, I'm talking about in general, about abstract work. And that's totally fine. I mean, that's just, I guess it's a human thing. You want to know what's going on, and as long as it's not right in your face to question, you start questioning, which I think is great. I'm human, but I still think a lot of people don't like it.
Encouraged not to tell the truth. It makes things a lot more difficult when you try. But at the same time, when you do tell the truth, when you develop the kind of courage, you immediately command a certain kind of respect. If you can weather the storm a bit, it's like whenever I see somebody who's really great, like some artist who brings everyone else to like a next level, it's always the sensation I get that they just uncovered something that was always there, and like everybody else is just too scared to pull the band-aid off of it. And they're like, oh, look, it's right there, you know. That's what everyone like kind of relates to. It's like, wow, I was there all the time, and nobody could just do it.
Not much storytelling going on here. There are exchanges, but I don't know. I just feel like I miss it, and I miss it because I've experienced it elsewhere. But not too much here.
I just heard a story about an old man playing violin in an installation, which I really liked just to imagine the whole thing. That was great.
We're also very good at wanting to find an answer to everything, and we just can't, because we can't understand everything, what's going on. But we need, as a human being, I think that's what we think we need, to have an explanation for everything. So sometimes we don't know the explanation, but we invent our own explanation, and it's not, not necessarily the reality. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to be like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know. But I think it's okay to do that. It will be fine because I think if you do that, maybe you can relate with it a bit more, and maybe you can be more alive.
Yeah. I'm right here. And I think I have nostalgia. And I also think I have future vision. And so I'm in 3 places at once, but the percentages are around here. And I'm also leaving town. So I've already gone. By the time you see this, I've been long gone.
It's really about the kind of conditioning of being very transient growing up.
It just sounds great if you have like 4 originals. In a way, it makes it really interesting, I think.
Home is so distant. I'm looking for a home. A home is in the future. It's not in the past or the present.
And it really has nothing to do with the physicality of a space or of a society or of a city, but it's more about just feeling comfortable with yourself, you know?
It's a place where you can exercise your extremes if you want to, and so I think that it's encouraged here. So therefore, the people, it seems like the people are different, but in fact they're the same. They're just different parts of them are being encouraged.
State of mind is complete. It's a full thing, and then it's another full me, and another full me. Just different. I think that's a good way of explaining it. It's not really me, or it is me, but experiencing that me, that there's so many me's then, and one is here and the other one is not a little bit like here, but the other one is right here and then there.
That's really what I've been thinking about, like in some like permutation or in some form. It's just feeling like, I'm somehow immersing myself in, either like a convergence of realities, which is immense, or I'm seeking to travel to places where there is immensity in its natural form. So I just feel like this, constantly, not solid, just like, not drifting either, but I feel like I'm in my strength office. He also videotapes, so he can watch the tapes back if, like, he gets stuck with someone. He can go back and review all the dialogue that has occurred. I hardly notice it. Like, it's a small little camera over to the left, and it's not. It's fine.
I'm being filmed. This is like therapy, The focus is always on the analysand and not the analyst. Therapy, 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 therapy. Therapy.